Good day, Miss Bellum. How is every little thing?
Hi, I'm Kirsten Ria and welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 adult jokes in the Powerpuff Girls.
She's so beautiful we should call her Lady Josephine. No, Miss Fluffy, Miss Fluffy. Aw, don't cry, little baby. Mommy's healed.
Step forth and bring thy manhood against mine own, so that we might see who has the upper hand upon the measuring stick.
For this list, we'll be looking at the funniest bits that definitely weren't intended for children in the original version of the Powerpuff Girls. Is there a Powerpuff moment that you think had more spice than sugar? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Professor Protection. Being a single parent can make dating a challenge for anyone, but Professor Utonium has 3 superpowered girls to look after.
Blossom, Buttercup, Bubbles. Bubbles?
Still, when he meets the not at all suspiciously named I'm a Good Lady at the supermarket, he is able to land a date, and the girls are supportive.
Yay! Friday at 7!
We'll see you then. And of course, you too, Professor.
They even help him get ready. Most of it consists of assisting him with his appearance, but Buttercup also slips some unseen items into his top pocket. Even though we don't see what they are, and Buttercup purposely doesn't say what they are, we can put 2 and 2 together.
Breath mints and cufflinks and some of these. And don't forget the flower!
The Powerpuff Girls are always protecting the Professor, after all. Either way, it seems Buttercup thinks 2 sisters are enough.
We don't need any extra help around here. We're the Powerpuff Girls!
Number 9, Adolf Schicklgruber. Since being a Powerpuff Girl can't be bought with money, spoiled and spiteful Princess Morbucks turns to Santa Claus for the abilities. However, given her track record of naughtiness, Princess resorts to tampering with the naughty and nice lists, fooling Santa into believing she's nice.
Princess is the naughtiest kid ever! She must have snuck up here and switched the lists! Nuh-uh!
With her wish now granted, a fight between Princess and the Powerpuff Girls reaches the North Pole, where Princess shows Santa her true colours.
You better give me whatever I want for Christmas, because my daddy says I get whatever I want, whenever I want it!
He puts her name on a permanent naughty list, one she won't be able to manipulate. Among the names of the permanent naughty plaque are not only 3 of the show's creators, but also Adolf Schicklgruber.
I'm putting you on the permanent naughty black!
Although misspelled in the show, Schicklgruber was Adolf Hitler's father's real last name. Yeah, no one's surprised he made the list. Number 8, Accidents Happen. The Powerpuff Girls may be superheroes, but they still try to make time for ordinary kid things. When a girl named Robin moves in next door, they become fast friends.
All my toys and books have been packed up. Well then, why don't you come over to our house to play? We got everything. You really mean it?
The girls invite her over, introduce Robin to the Professor, and explain that he created them by accident in a lab experiment.
I'm the Professor.
Yeah, he made us in his laboratory by accident.
Robin reassures the sheepish Professor that she too was an accident.
Don't worry, Professor. I was an accident too. Your dad is funny.
Yikes. Not only is this a joke about unplanned pregnancy, but the fact that Robin likely overheard her parents refer to her as an accident is pretty dark.
We forgot to tell you, we have superpowers. Okay, I have superpowers too.
Number 7, Mojo in prison. Mojo Jojo is probably the most memorable villain from the franchise.
I will rule the entire universe!
The Green Ape is always on the lookout for a way to defeat the Powerpuff Girls once and for all. When he discovers they fear one of their classmates, Harry, who supposedly has cooties, Mojo Jojo decides to weaponize the boy's fictitious disease for his own benefit.
I am without defenses. That is, of course, unless you consider this.
Oh no! Harry Pitt! Cooties!
Things progress pretty well for the villain until the girls discover cooties aren't real. They give Harry kisses to subdue him and beat the stuffing out of Mojo. Upon being thrown into jail, he's eyed by his large cellmate, while the narrator remarks that love is in the air.
Love is in the air. Can't you just smell it?
Oof, he really went there. Number 6, shrinkage. Few characters in the show can match the Powerpuff Girls' strength. In this episode though, the girls finally meet their match, the Rowdy Rough Boys.
Come on, guys. We can't let a bunch of dumb girls show us up.
Previously, the boys were defeated by affection from the Powerpuff Girls, but now, after being brought back by the villainous him, the boys are immune. In fact, they actually feed off of the affection instead.
I don't understand. How come nothing is happening? Weren't they supposed to explode?
This not only makes them giants, but also makes it mindlessly easy to defeat the girls. After Brick and Boomer ridicule Butch for biting his tongue, the Powerpuff Girls realise the boys' new weakness.
Did you say that? Whenever their masculinity is threatened, they shrink in size.
When their masculinity is threatened, it makes them shrink. A shrinkage joke? Really? And this isn't even the dirtiest joke on our list.
Come on, girls, let's shrink them down to size.
Number 5, Buttercup's unfortunate word choice.
This stinks. I hate rainy days.
Stuck inside on a rainy day, the heroes are despondent over not being able to go out and fight crime. In an attempt to make the best out of a bad situation, Bubbles suggests an alternative. Instead of being the Powerpuff Girls for real outside, they can play pretend inside.
That's a great idea. But where do we begin?
While Blossom sets up a Townsville made of blocks, Buttercup dons a monster costume and attacks the town. However, Blossom objects to Buttercup's early appearance, since she hasn't finished setting up yet, and tells her sister to come back later. Buttercup, in her guise as a monster, says, well, this.
No one tells me when to come. I'm a monster.
While this line is intended to be completely innocent, it certainly doesn't sound that way. Number 4, Cartman cosplay. The Powerpuff Girls are very clearly young children, which means they still attend school. While there, they typically encounter everyday kid things, though usually with a twist. In one instance, a new classmate, Mike Believe, has an imaginary friend named Patches.
You want to be my friend? Okay, what's your name? See, I told you that kid's weird.
Patches is quite the prankster, causing general mischief, all of which Mike takes the blame for.
Ow! Hey, who threw that? That was funny, Patches.
Turns out, however, that Patches isn't imaginary so much as he is invisible. At one point, he trips a Blossom, mid-air mind you, who ends up crashing into a pile of clothes. When she comes up, she's dressed like Eric Cartman from South Park.
Blossom, are you okay? You tripped me, seriously.
While some kids may have understood the reference, it is still an allusion to a very adult cartoon. Number 3, cat hygiene. When the girls want to adopt a white cat, things go surprisingly wrong.
You think we'll be able to keep him? If the professor says we can.
Although they get Professor Utonium to agree that he can stay, it turns out that the cat is actually a criminal mastermind who can hypnotize his victims.
Can I hold him?
No, none of you can ever hold Kitty.
White Kitty eventually enacts a plan to make the cats of Townsville the rulers of their respective households.
Simon, you can't eat my turkey.
I mean, go ahead.
Soon, they're eating human food, sleeping in their owners' beds, and treating their homes like their own personal scratch post. Then we cut to the mayor of Townsville, who's licking his cat. Yeah, we're not even going to explain this one. Number 2, squirrel diet. Speaking of pets, during a trip to the forest, the girls save a squirrel from a hawk. They bring the squirrel home and, while tending to it, argue over what to name it. Although they eventually settle on Bullet, the road to reach that name is somewhat bumpy.
I think we should call him Bruce. Bruce? Yes, Bruce. You can't call her Bruce. That's a boy's name.
Blossom and Bubbles are insistent that the squirrel is a girl, while Buttercup believes it's a boy. The trio has an incoherent argument which ends with Bubbles declaring that it's a girl because squirrels eat nuts.
It's a boy. It's a girl. Boy. It's a girl. Boy. Squirrels eat nuts, stupid.
We hate to burst Bubbles' bubble, but squirrels of any gender identity can enjoy nuts.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Pencil sharpener. The mayor's secretary, Miss Sarah Bellum, is basically a walking, talking, eyes up here gag.
Miss Bellum,
Yes?
is there something on your mind?
But this particular adult joke is even more explicit. When Miss Bellum is impersonated by the villainous seducer, she, naturally, seduces the mayor. She leans over his desk and her proximity causes the mayor to snap his pencil.
Hello, Mayor.
Good day, Miss Bellum. How is every little thing?
Seducer offers to help him out and guides his broken pencil into the sharpener.
Here, let me help you with that.
The shape of the writing tool along with the mayor's fingers make it look like a different sort of tool. This might be one of the least subtle references we've ever seen in a kids' cartoon.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.